Hey YouTube, welcome back to the Vault. John here over at Lock TCG, here with another locals gameplay video from Koalaty Games over in Chicago. Today we have me piloting my Gogeta Xeno deck with Xavier piloting his blue Beerus ramp. Joining me today on the video is the one and only Charles. Charles, welcome back to the video. We haven't had you on here for a while.
Yeah, I'm back.
Don't seem as enthusiastic as the original I'm back.
I'm back.
But
Back again.
Yeah, so this locals everyone decided like either to bust out something they've been working on the side or just play some random jank they had. For me, it was Gogeta Xeno. I always have it on the back burner, especially after ever since it got hit. I always just want to try and find ways to play it, make it not better, but just make it playable. And I really had fun at this local tournament, even though I didn't come out on top in the overall event. I had a lot of fun. I think that night you were trying to play Slug again, right?
Yellow Slug, yes.
Yellow
Very
Slug.
disappointing.
Hey, you beat me at least. Remember?
Yes, I know. When you should have won.
Yeah. But yeah, so going on with the game, I'm starting my turn two, doing the Kai effect, a bottom decker to play my Pycon from Warp. I paid one to play the Vegeta, it looks like, and I'm gonna give him the free 10k off Pycon's +1, and I'm gonna swing the Vegeta to give him another 10k as well as striking a life to help get that early awaken going. I really wanted to make sure I held as many Vegetas as possible because that was the only way I was gonna screw over Xavier, because he's playing mono blue and he has a bunch of untapping. Um, and then I think I had, yeah. So then yes, I'll do that.
I have no idea what's going on.
I mean, it looks like I'm just attacking and I'm comboing. Oh no no no! I know what I'm doing. I'm trying to fill up my graveyard right now because I'm trying to fill up my yard to try and get it going.
Oh no.
And then he Beerus right away because he didn't want the Vegeta on the field. But I at least get to get that Trunks in the bottom. I think in my hand I have an Overwhelm piece. That's why I'm starting to do that. Just so then I can get him playable in the warp. I do know I have another Vegeta in hand. You can already see it from my hand.
Yeah.
I made sure. I think I opened one, and I think I drew another one. And then Xavier's gonna go ahead and play the new Whis, which I think ramps him card, right, when he plays it.
Yeah. Top of the deck.
Yeah. Have you looked into any of the deck builds for the Beerus, like current Beerus builds? I don't know. Like I know they got the Z Battle card. I don't know if they got any other support or how they've been doing.
It's just the Z Battle card. That helps them ramp. And it's just all good blue-yellow stuff. I mean, good blue stuff.
Mm-hmm. No, yeah. Blue's just a color that I feel like blue's just always going to be meta relevant just because it's a great control color. Um, like blue just somehow manages to always be in air quotes just right in Bandai's eyes, where they don't have to hit too much of it, um, or do anything. So that's what it looks seems like with the color overall. I especially enjoy it.
Jesus.
What's up?
You charged another blocker negate?
Well, because I knew Xavier he wasn't going to be aggressive at all in his gameplay, because he only is going to be swinging with the Beerus leader from what I know. So that's what my mindset was. And in this moment, I played 4 of the blocker negate, so I know I had 2 more in the deck. Plus, I had, I believe I have the Gohan campaign rare in this deck as well, which is a free negate if it's in warp or drop, and I just strike a life as well. So I actually was considering switching. I'm probably gonna do a 2-2 split of 2 reinforcements of the Dark Empire and then 2 of the Gohan, just because the Gohan is going to be always active if you have any dropper or warp. Where if you warp the thwarting or warp the reinforcements, you're kind of screwed.
Yeah.
So I feel like in Gogeta it would just be really well, even with the new Kai, like especially with the new Kai support, because as of the recording of this video, we've seen all the Kai support. I'm hyped for it. I have my Kai deck on the side, and I just made sure to wrap up some promos for it. But I think Black is definitely getting hyped right now, especially with the new set is going to be taking place in Dragon Ball Heroes. So black is probably going to get a good amount of support. Do we know it's going to be really good support? Don't know, but these dashback promos definitely do look fun. And then me going ahead over here, I'm going to go ahead and play the Vegeta again. Just have that on the field. +1, swing again. Just go ahead and do that. I don't mind swinging with the Vegeta because I'm trying to get closer to an Awaken. But also, because I believe Beerus has to deal damage to Ramp, right? Or no, is it just him on swing?
I think it's just him. No, when he swings, he can either draw a card or pop a 3 or less.
Pop 3 or less. Yeah, so because regardless, he's gonna just kill the Vegeta. Was what my mindset was. So yeah. I didn't mind swinging with it. But right now I'm trying to go for a turn 3 Awaken, just because that way I can put in the most aggression as possible. A lot of the deck choices that I have in here take into consideration playing from Warp, or cards that rely on things being in the Warp. That new Mass Saiyan from Anniversary Box, in this version I played 4. I absolutely love that card, because it becomes a 1-drop if you warp something. Yeah. And you can kill 2 blockers at one point. And if it's tokens, they don't come back because they're just warped and they disappear. Yeah, but then he's a critical. He's like a 20k 1-drop critical that warps 2 cards. Yep. I'm like, it's insane. And he's really good. And like, because his base cost, I think, is 6 or 7. Is 6 7. Or 7. Yeah. 7. You can grab him off the Goku Overrealm.
Mm-hmm. Get him back.
Yeah, so essentially I play 4 of the Gokus. The Gokus are always going to be active. I think I play 3 Fangrini Vegetas. And yeah, because like right now my only fusion I think is the main one I go to is going to be the blocker that gets rid of something with barrier, and then a thwarting Dark Empire. Because I do have Martial Melee, but in this meta, devoting 3 energy to a play, unless you know like your opponent doesn't have anything. Because remember, at this time, he had God Sealing. God Sealing hasn't been hit yet. So devoting 3 energy to something that could just be God Sealing in an aggro deck is just terrible.
Yeah.
Which will change now, especially with God Sealing being gone, because you don't have to worry about that mindset.
Nope.
But mainly the Martial Melee is just there because Pycon can play him for free. And then he's going to go ahead and swing at the Gogeta with the Boo. He's not going to combo, so I believe in this moment I just decide to combo, because I think it's like the one take back I have. Because let me see, because yeah, I'm really debating about not comboing or anything, so I just combo 1, because at that point I had 3 of the Overrealm Goku in my hand, so comboing 1 wouldn't hurt. Now the one thing he doesn't realize here is he does this. I read it just to make sure, and he forgets that he untaps. He untaps during the end of his turn, and then Boo untaps during my turn. So he's gonna untap 2, but then I'm gonna tell him that's 2 cards, because it's 1 during each of his turns, which I thought was really funny. But it was bad for him because he forgot about it, so he loses 2 cards out of his hand now.
Jesus.
Yeah, because I think it's called Intersecting Fates, right? Or something, like that. Yeah, so Bardock with Goku. They're gonna have to do that.
My God. He'll gladly untap.
No, yeah. Well, I think the 1 is a must, because the Boo already activates ability, so you have to untap, I believe.
He could have popped it instead of drawn during his turn.
Well, that's the thing. He didn't think about that, because he was probably thinking, okay, the only thing I'm going to untap with is the Boo, or unless he just forgot about it entirely. But then I'm going to my turn. I charge the 1-drop Goku. I'm like, okay, let's see what we can do. I know one of the things that I focus on is putting pressure on to close with a Martial Melee, or keep doing the I keep doing the Gogeta effect to get the I play my secret rare as the Cumber, which I think is an amazing secret rare. Hands down, that's an amazing black secret rare. The only reason it was 90 was because no one's playing black right now.
Well, now it's 200.
Well, exactly. And so everyone realized this, and they're like, "Oh my God, Kai, who will you play?" I'm like, "You're not gonna play the old Supreme Kai of Time. Yeah, she's good. She's not a terrible secret, but when you compare it to, do I want to pay 1 energy for a whole board wipe, or I can pay 2 energy for a activate skill that plays him from warp or drop, or I think no, it's warp or hand. He gets rid of something ignoring barrier, warps it. He on play goes through your opponent's life, warps something else, steals a card on top of that, and he comes to your field. And then he also has an auto that steals whatever his opponent your opponent's play once per turn. And it's
Yep.
not it's an auto, so it gets through deflect. Like, I think that's a really good card.
Pretty good.
It's pretty good for 2 energy. So I'm sitting here. I'm like, that's the main thing I was making Gogeta Xeno was like, all right, I want to play it because I got a Cumber Secret Rare from Chim. So I'm like, I want to play it. And then pulling another one from locals was funny. So now I have an extra one, but I don't know what I'm gonna do with it. But looking right here, it looks like I swung with the Vegeta. Xavier went right away and negated it. So we have a blocker on the field, and that's when I consider dropping the Mass Sand, I believe. Or no, I have to overwhelm first because I have to warp something this turn.
Lost your Pycon.
Yeah. So I think first I'm trying to bait out the blocker to see if he has another one. So I'm going with PyCon. He's going to do that
Super combo.
because he's probably digging for an answer. Oh, yeah, because then I saw what he got. He got, because eventually I believe he does play it, is the counter attack Goku. That makes it you have to attack the Goku instead of your leader.
That's what we gotta do. Get the turn 6, play
Yes.
Vegeta.
Yeah. So me, the only issue I had was I had to play 2 cards before attacking to get rid of the blocker because I have to overwhelm the Goku first. So I'm going to go and do, I think, or no, I think it's 3 cards because I think I had an issue where I didn't have enough in my drop, or I may actually have. I can't remember what I was thinking too much about. I was just trying to find another way to get something warped. But so I play him, get the auto, and I'm gonna go search for something in my warp. Let's see what we find. I think I was debating about either doing, because I was counting how many I have in there right now, so I just grabbed a Gogeta just to be safe.
You can get something between 3 and 7, right?
Yes. So that's why you play the Goku, because you can grab any of the Gogetas, play it. I don't know. Oh, I know why I did this. I wasn't thinking about playing the Mass Saiyan. I was thinking about playing a Gogeta because I wanted to get the draw. That's why I was doing it. So I swing with the Goku. It's 30k going at his later. I think he only has like 4 or 3 life left. He's gonna do the Boo. So, oh yeah, this is the one thing he was debating. He didn't know if he wanted to hit the Goku or if he wanted to hit the Vegeta. And this is the one thing I feel stupid about because I gave him advice on like, oh, what should you hit? And I told him that the Vegeta already uses effect for the turn.
Oh, John, being nice.
So he doesn't do the -1. He takes the life. And then I got that, so that was a 30k swing. I still have Pycon's -3, so I can do Martial Melee. I can still awaken this turn. And I think I'm going to play the crit guy right now. Yeah, so I'm playing him just to get critical. He has Deflect built onto him, I believe. So he couldn't counterplay it if he wanted to. Because right now my mindset is I want him to do the Boo minus. And I didn't realize it until I suggested it to him, was if I don't get rid of the Boo minus, then he's just going to -1 the Thwart, the Martial Melee.
Yeah.
So I think here I'm going to awaken, draw a card, and I'm just trying to either find or dig for a way. So I didn't swing yet with my leader because I have more options to warp.
Mm-hmm.
So if I wanted to, I could dig for a Cumber. I could dig for a Cumber realistically, because if I had to choose one or the other, I'd rather keep a Cumber on the field than the freaking Gogeta.
Yeah. You
So
got a Trunks in your warp too, right?
I should, yeah. The Super Saiyan God Trunks, I definitely do. I know. I think I play him once during this game because I think that's what he ends up doing the minus on. So let's see. I'm digging. Nothing there. So I'm still looking for the Cumber and I can't find it. But I'm going in with my leader. He negated it. I think I'm playing the Trunks. Yeah, I'm playing the Trunks off this one. So
Trunks, yeah.
Trunks. So I go ahead and play Trunks.
Get your little guys back in the drop. Or
That's the plan.
whatever you want.
That's the plan right now. So I don't even think no, it's not the little guys because I still need to leave fusion material in the warp.
I said that wrong.
Yeah. So I think at this point I was just looking for battle cards that weren't them just to put so then I have overrun material. So I think I swung and then he minus one, so got removed from the game. So that got rid of that. I think I go for the Marshall on this one just to try and get rid of that Goku.
You should have played the one drop Goku this turn.
The counter one.
Yeah.
Well, no, it wasn't worth it because yeah, I'll knock one card out of his hand.
Worth it.
No, that was my only issue. It would only knock one card out of his hand, which
You would have forgot what it did.
no, that's the thing. When I first started playing this deck, for the longest time, I always forgot about the autos on that. I always would, and it was so embarrassing, especially because like we'd go into like regionals or like a regional or something, and I'd be like, oh damn it. Like I lost to I lost to Blue Bojack at a regional when before Blue Bojack had the errata on it, but this guy was like just straight up playing Blue Bojack.
Project is broken.
All right.
I will be playing that with the new dash pack stuff.
How is that stuff? So like I know everyone's been paying attention to the Kai stuff, but how is the other stuff in this?
Pretty good. It's just ramp for Blue Bojack.
It's ramp for Blue Bitch. Oh god.
Oh god.
You're gonna make it all shiny though.
I already have it shiny.
No,
I
no,
have
no.
it all in the deck.
So are the dash pack cards gonna be foil? Do you know?
I have no clue. Don't know.
I hope they are. I don't
With
know.
all our luck, they'll be non-foil.
I don't know how many we're gonna get at our store because that's the thing. Like our distributors, that's the only issue we run into is where, well, distributor because there's only one that we've had for TPs for a while, and they don't tell us anything until we like our current rep doesn't tell us anything until we mention it. Like they were proactive up until like October or November where they'd be like, hey, this is here. Do you want this? And we'd say yes. And then we go over the whole paperwork and get all that done. But we've been having to ask for a bunch of things. Like, for example, this latest TP set, we got it so late because the guy just kept ignoring us. So we're like, okay, this is nice. So it's like we're just sitting there. We're like, we don't know how we're going to get this, but I guess we're going to have to wait. So we had to patiently wait.
That's 5 per pack, so.
What'd you say?
It's 5 per pack.
5 per what? Oh, the cards, you mean?
Yeah.
No, it's not that. I'm just wondering, like, when we're gonna get the packs themselves, like our store.
No.
Yeah, because I do want them. I definitely, and it's funny because Jim was like, John, you have Supreme Kai of Time? I'm like, well, I've had it for a while. I just never played it because like that was when I was like doing my whole black deck splurge. Like, remember when and then here's Xavier by the way, doing the Smoke Dragon, and I didn't even realize. I thought Smoke Dragon was exactly 2. And then he didn't even know. So then I questioned it, and he's like, "Oh, then I'll get rid of the blocker." I'm like, "Oh no, it's 2 or less." So he's like, "Oh, I'll get rid of that." I'm like, "Okay." So he's going at my leader. I think at this point, I think I have, or
there we go. He
see,
pops it.
No. Finally, he pops it. He finally pops it. But going here. So. Because that's the thing. I think he's not able to apply much pressure this game, just because like it's weird I don't know how you explain it. He focused too much on ramp early on, and then not even ramp, just like being protective. And then when he would get bodies on the field, I would try like minus the boo. Like for the triple striker, I would just get rid of it. I would try and get rid of it right away. Like hence that's why I did the marshal. And then like if he tries to go after the marshal, he has to decide one of two things: is he going to get rid of my blockers, or is he going to try and attack the marshal? Because I don't think he has. I think the only thing he has is sell, and I think he ends up playing it, which is funny because I'm thinking here, why doesn't he just sell? To when the Vegeta was on the field, because then that's 3 material rather than just 2.
Yeah.
But then again, you think about it, he needs 4 anyway to do something, so it didn't do anything. Yeah, it didn't matter.
He focuses on just ramping and wants to play Whis or turning the tide.
Mm-hmm.
That's all he wanted to do that tournament.
Did you play against him or no?
Yeah, I lost.
Oh.
Yeah, he just kept bottom decking my slugs, and I was just like in defeat.
You're like God, this is such a great way to end the end of the old year.
Yep, I was like, yay.
Yay me. No new slug support, sadly.
Remind me.
But yeah, he goes combos. I believe he. Yeah, see, he comboed just because he's doing Area Annihilator, which was weird. He did Area Annihilator, and he swings, and I'm like, okay. I'm like, no negate. And he chooses to put that at the bottom of my deck, which confused me as why he didn't hit the...
Well, he can do it on each swing.
Well, but that's the thing. Look, I believe he only has 1 energy up right now.
Never mind. And I don't know why he did it.
So, I don't know. I don't know actually why he hit that, but I guess maybe he had something in his mind. He was aware it did something else. But I'm not entirely sure.
Trying to see his hand.
You say you're trying to see his hand?
Yeah.
Me
What
too.
would motivate him to do that?
I don't know. I thought I was hands down sure. I thought he was gonna try and sell, but then I remembered like during my turn, I'm like, oh wait, it can't touch my, it can't touch my bigger things. It's meant to clear small things.
Yeah, 5 or less.
Yeah. So I was fine on that at least.
5 or less. What does that new Black Stain do?
The deflect one that I have in my hand?
The one that you just charged.
Oh, it's a senzu bean. So he's funny. So he has 0 combo, but you pay 1. You play him. If you I think you have to have 3 Z energy or something like that. And then you have to have a Z battle card in play in order to attack. You pay 1. If it's your opponent's turn, you play him. You give a card 5k for the turn. If it's your turn, you warp something. But you still get to play him regardless. And then he has a restriction. He can only attack if you have a Z battle card on the field, I believe. He has 2. It's either that or a Z leader. But in this case, that's why I play a bunch of the 1-drop Vegetas in this deck. As you can see, I'm overwhelming right now because I'm going to go and get the thwarting, which I'm going to go... I don't know why I'm pointing to it. Or no, he's thinking, because he's thinking about God sealing it, I think. But I think his boo's at 1.
I think it's at 2.
He's at 2? Well, no. I'm going to play the Vegeta. So I'm going to play the Vegeta still. I'm going to be like, you can't do anything. So I got that going. I don't know. What do you think? What do you think of Black currently before like any like support right now? Do you think it deserves more support? Do you think it just deserves more spotlight? What are your opinions on Black?
It needs a free counterplay.
I absolutely don't think it needs
to
that.
get banned next month.
You're right. That's the one thing I was gonna say. They let God Sealing Trunks go around for like what 10 sets, and now they decide to ban it.
They didn't even put it at 1. They put Yamcha at 1.
That's what I thought they should have done. But yeah, so I played the thwarting. He let that go through. 7540.
Single 30K. I don't care.
It's 25K.
Is it?
Yeah.
Oh, you attacked. Wait.
What?
You're attacking with Goku right now, right?
Oh, I thought you were talking about thwarting Dark Empire.
Yeah, that Beerus has got freaking barrier, right?
Yeah, he has barrier. I think I'm attacking with the Goku right now. Because I know he should be at barely anything right now. I think he's at 1 life. I don't know why I think during this game, the inner Edgar in me was trying to be like, game. I absolutely do not like when people say that, like, especially when they're cocky about it, and then, like, they proceed to... Yeah, no, like, when they proceed to not win, going forward, and I'm like, why would you say game?
What?
Yeah, I think so. There's that. So then I put the +1, and I'm gonna swing to give him another 10. So the Vegeta. So this is the funny part. I'm just going all in, putting like a bunch of power on the Vegeta, and I'm comboing. So currently he's at 30K, because I believe I did my leader ability to give him 30K, 10K, and then 10K. And then he's going to do that, because that's what I was trying to do, is I wanted to get a bait out the Beerus. Because I'm like, if I put it high enough, he's going to have to do Beerus. So, do that, swing. I'm going to swing there, and I'm going to warp the... Oh, he has barrier. Sorry. I try to do it, and I forgot he has barrier. But I'm still swinging. And then he blockers. I'm going to kill the Boo. And there is one more thing I do. It's probably leader swing. I believe this is the game turn.
Hope so.
I can't remember. So he swings and I warp. I believe the last card in my life is the Cumber, because that's what I was digging for all this time, and I never hit it.
Just want to play Cumber, damn it.
That's honestly all I was trying to do. And like right here, I'm just like comboing at this point, like very scarcely, because I'm like, okay, he can't combo too much because I know he plays a lot of extra cards, and if anything, I'm getting stuff out of his hand. So I do that, and I believe there's another Trunks in my warp too, so I have another dual attacker. I'm just thinking how hard I want to go in right now, and then I just do the Trunks. I just play the Trunks, and I'm like, you know, I'm gonna go in, and I swing with Trunks. And I'm going to start searching for the auto, because even if it negates, I'll get it. And I believe he says no negate. I just combo, put him at 25.
Just continue to dump hand.
Exactly. I'm Charlesing it right now, because I have two of the super Kamehamehas in my hand.
Oh.
So that's what I'm doing. So like he does that, goes with the 25. And I just swing again, and then I think that's it. Yep, that's it. So I go do that, use the God Trunks for the win. I believe I want to see it, because I know. Look, I know I flip it at this point. I'm like, it's the last card of my life, isn't it? Right? Yep, there it is. The last card of my life was the Cumber, which I was looking for, because that's all I wanted to play. But yeah, I was able to take one of my games with Gogeta Xeno. We definitely did enjoy that night. Starting over at Koalaty Games, we will be doing a Dragon Ball League, which will have bonus pricing based on league points and etc. Check out the page if you're in Chicago and you want to come check us out. We also will be doing a case tournament in the Chicago area on January 28th for a case of Fighter's Ambition. Stay tuned for that. I will try and get recordings done and coverage. Charles, of course, will be one of the players. Otherwise, thanks for tuning in. Charles, thanks for the narration with us. And everyone enjoy a happy new year and have a happy holiday.
Happy holidays.